Hi students, welcome back. I'm not going to lecture today. This is just going to be a final exam review. We can talk about what's on the test, what it looks like, and how you can best prepare. All right, guys, so there's a lot of things I want to say, so in no particular order, here we go. The final exam, guys, it will have 25 questions, and each question is worth 2 points each for a total of 50 points. You will have 3 hours to take the test. I imagine most of you will finish in under 1 hour. Let's see here. One more thing about the time. I've taken the test myself just as a practice to see how it looks, and this is my first online exam I've ever made, I've ever administered, I've ever taken myself. Once you start the test, there's a little clock and it shows how much time you have. I'm not trying to frighten you, but it's a little bit like a basketball shot clock, and for me it's a little distracting to see the time go down, but just letting you know there is a little clock. But students, 3 hours is more than enough. During a typical semester, I would give students 2 hours, and most students finish well under that time. So it's just out of an abundance of caution, I'm giving students 3 hours to take the test. All right, so next, guys, very important. This is your final exam study guide. I know it's backwards, but this is what it looks like. And if you notice on the study guide, all the words are written in present tense. That's no accident. And on the test, students, all the answers will be in present tense. In other words, you do not need to add an S, ED, or ING to any of the words. All the answers will be in present tense. Students, you will only use the vocabulary word one time. So for example, if you have the word expound, do you remember expound? It means to explain in greater detail or provide additional information. If you have the answer expound for number 3, and then down the test you have expound again for number 17, one of them must be incorrect. So keep that in mind. You'll use the vocabulary word only once. What else? I don't feel like I should even need to say this, but please only write one answer per blank. Sometimes students, they've narrowed it down. They're not sure. The answer is either alien or embroil, alien, embroil. I don't know which one, so they'll just write both. Students, even if one of the answers is correct, if I see 2 answers in one blank, it's just wrong automatically. So flip a coin, make an educated guess which one you think is the best answer. All right, guys. Yes, so the test style is fill-in-the-blank sentences, very similar to the example sentences that I've written on the lecture notes. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, so you don't have to have this, but this is just some notes from week 1, just as an example, top of the page. Thunder is an example. Thunder is an example of a harbinger of a rainstorm. So thunder is a harbinger of a rainstorm. So on the test I might, thunder is a blank of a rainstorm. Answer, harbinger. So what else? So anyway, guys, fill in the blank sentences. No multiple choice, no true and false. And let's see here. Guys, on your notes, oftentimes I have synonyms. Please do not write synonyms on the test. That's just to help you have a broader understanding of the word. The only words that I want to see on the test, guys, are the High English vocabulary. So please, no synonyms. Oh yes, guys, please watch your spelling. It breaks my heart when a student writes the correct vocabulary word, but then gets the letters mixed up. Ambidextrous or heirloom. They have the right answer, but they got the E and the I backwards or something. So please watch your spelling. What else? Students, I've already shown you this several times, but you may use your study guide as a word bank on the test. So as you're taking the test, if you find an answer, you can just check it off. Inception, palindrome, scratch it off as you get the right answers. Remember, this study guide is not the test, but all the words on the exam come from here. So don't be shy. You may use your study guide. You can use Naver Dictionary. You can use your notes. Okay, so what else? When is the test? Students, the test will become available on Monday, June 22nd at 9 a.m. But students, you may take the test anytime during exam week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The end of the testing period is Friday, June 26th at 5 p.m. After that, it's too late, but anytime that's convenient for you. My only advice would be not to wait until the last minute to take the test. I think that would be a mistake, but it's up to you. So you may take the test at home, you may take it at the library, Starbucks, wherever you feel comfortable. All right, next. When will I post grades? As fast as I can. The earliest I could post grades would probably be Sunday, June 28th. But please don't hold me to that, guys. It actually kind of depends on when you take the test. So I have 140 students. If 140 students don't take it until the very last day, obviously it's going to take me longer to post grades. So, but if 10 people take it this day, 50 people, then I can kind of grade as I go. But if everyone takes the test on the very last day, it'll take a little longer to post grades. That said, guys, posting grades is my number one priority. I will grade every single day until I've finished. And as soon as I'm finished, I will post grades. I will not delay. I've heard stories that some professors sit on their grades. So they finish grading, but for whatever reason, they delay posting. I would never do that. That's not my style. So as soon as I'm done, I'll post the grades online. What else? Students often ask me, how difficult is the test? I'm not trying to be ambiguous, but that's a difficult question for me to answer. In the past, I've made tests that I thought were really easy, and I was actually worried, like, oh, I made this quiz too easy. And then when students are turning in the quiz or the test, they're like, oh, so hard. So it was the opposite of what I expected. And conversely, I've given a test where I thought, uh-oh, I'm concerned students are going to bomb the test. And students, 25 students make a 100. So it's difficult for me to predict. However, usually when students are turning in their test, I ask them, how was the test? Was it easy? Was it difficult? And most students, not all, but most students tell me it was, quote, normal. Not easy, not difficult, which is what I'm aiming for. I don't want an easy test where students don't feel challenged, yet I don't want a sinister test. So I think it's not bad. Now, guys, in terms of difficulty, I will say this. If you don't know the meaning of any of these words, you don't have to memorize them, obviously. You have the handout here. But if you're completely unfamiliar with these words, then it probably will be challenging. So even though you have the answer key here, if you're taking the test and you have no idea what procure is, well, then naturally the difficulty level will be higher. So before the test, again, you don't have to memorize the words. I would never want you to memorize the words. Familiarize yourself with the meanings. You don't have to memorize it. Just have some understanding of what they mean before you take the test. In that case, it would be easier and you'll finish probably faster. Whew, the mercury's rising. What else? Well, I guess that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? All right, well, I guess I'll just stop it here, guys. Students, there is one last thing I want to say, and that is thank you. Thank you for taking my class. This will be our last video lecture. This has been a crazy semester for both you and I. I'm sure in the years and decades to come, we will not forget this experience. I hope you've benefited from this class, and I hope I see you in the fall semester. Students, good luck on my final. Good luck on all of your final exams, and I'll see you in September. Goodbye, everyone.